What's up? What's up, y'all? It's your girl Pandora, and you're now tuned in to Inside the Box. I am your host, Pandora Love. That boss bitch, that's me. Of course, you got a co-host, Mistress Urban
Mistress.
Kingster. And who is that?
Woo! Good evening, y'all.
There you go again. There you go. Just DJ. Where you go to?
I don't know what DJ just would. We
Unlock
here.
you. Okay, but anyway, so tonight's episode, y'all, we're focusing on self care. We're talking about healing and taking care of yourself. Um,
Oh yeah.
so we do so much. If you can look at me, I'm tired as shit. I'm tired of shit. Yeah, like, I'm sorry I missed last week, y'all. It was so much going on, family stuff. Um, but yeah, God is good and everything is good. But I am really, yeah, self-care is one thing. It's like we do so much for everybody else, we got to take time to care for ourselves, whether it's like 15 minutes out the day, even though I need more than 15 minutes. You got to take some time out the day just to focus and re refocus yourself, just get your thoughts right, get your mind right. um it could be a walk. Take a 5-10 minute walk. Just get away from everything and everybody and just get your head right. You know, it's so much. Then we have to learn to celebrate ourselves. When we
Mhm.
do things, when we have accomplishments and stuff like that, instead of saying, okay, that's another one done, I did it, you have to celebrate yourself. Whether it's just getting a drink by yourself or buying yourself something, it's time you got to celebrate yourself, make yourself feel good. I mean, us
Definitely.
women, we go to the nail salon, get our nails done, get our feet done. That's became the regular. So that's not really like celebrating or something different for us. Because that's part of our self-care, but that's part of our just hygiene. I'm gonna put that with the hygiene section because
Mm-hmm.
that just that. But we need to really start a little more self-care. I know the world is getting stressful right now. Um the world is off the chain right now. The world is off the chain. But self-care is number one. Even before you can take care of the kids, the hubby, everybody, you have to do self-care. You got to get your head right because if your head ain't right, their head not going to be right because everything's going to go down because you're going down.
Exactly. Definitely. Balance.
And balance. And with being a new grandma, how you going to do all this, E? How you going to do all this?
Man, I'm exhausted. Let me tell you. But I'm gonna do it because I'm unstoppable. Um, I can honestly say that I'm a person that's always focused on self-care. I'm not a guru at it. I'm not consistent at my actual self care plan. But what I am consistent in is always checking in on me. Super, super important. I'm always checking in on me. I'm always asking myself, super important questions that relate to my health and my well being. And then I also attract friends and people within my circle who know what either ailments I have or what health issues I have. And so they also make sure that they're checking in on me. So that's another way that I take care of myself. I take care of myself by including people around me who want to see me do well. And everybody knows if you see me, most times people giving me a bottle of water because I don't like water, but water always around me.
Me
I
either.
always got the water. I got water bottles, water cups, you name it. I got all the water. But
You name it.
you know, you you name it, I got it. And I'm just always checking in with me. Um, I don't know if a lot of you know I have four children, um, ages 26, 17, 12, and 11. And beyond just being a mom, um, and encouraging my children to be their better selves, I have to constantly make sure that I am doing things like stretching, meditation. It might not be consistent, but I'm aware of how to do it, where to go there. A couple of weeks ago, I had a really good streak where we was doing the stretching and the meditation. But how else can I get them to adhere to being better and really adhering to their self-care if they don't see me do it?
True, true, true.
You know.
But what I noticed for us women, we do so much. Not saying men don't, but we have a little more difficult with responsibilities than men. We have way more because we got the kids, we got the job, we got the house, we got our clothes, their clothes, everything. But what some people don't realize, I call it, is a place called there. There is that one dark spot that I think every woman hits. We just get tired of doing everything. And that's a place called there because we all done been there.
True, definitely.
Every woman has been there where they just had enough. I'm tired. Somebody else do it. So once we can get things in order where we can take some of the stress off of ourselves and line things up, we won't visit a place called there as much because we're going to visit it because you just get tired. But
definitely. Yeah, what are some ways that we can avoid visiting there?
Have the kids help out, give them chores. That's what a lot of people lack these days. See, when I was growing up, we weren't going outside till the dishes were done. So you did house chores. Some of these kids don't know what a chore. What's that? Put that video game down, clean that room, that kitchen, and that bathroom. They don't know what chores. Parents too busy trying to be their friend.
I definitely grew up. Yeah, I definitely grew up in that.
Some of the weight off you and give them kids responsibilities. That's the only way they're going to learn what responsibility is. You don't want them to wait till it's too late.
I agree.
Make yourself a schedule out things. Stop bunching things up into one day.
Yep.
If it don't get done, it just don't get done. Spread it out.
Yeah.
It is plenty of ways to relax yourself. Set it where they eat dinner at a certain time. By a certain time, you're breaking yourself down for your nightcap of tea and you done took your shower and you're starting to relax yourself.
Yep. I think that a lot of us were not born with structure. And I feel like we have come from such a rebellious space that a lot of things are just changing. And structure is one of those things that if you don't come from it, you typically have a problem with authority. And I know that when my children were coming up, I set a bedtime of 8:30. Everybody had a bedtime of 8:30 so that I could still adult after the day was done. And that doesn't mean that I was going to be any less tired or exhausted. It just meant that at 8:30, my children were in their rooms and I was doing what I needed to do to make sure that I could maintain my sanity and plan for the next day. And they didn't get off of the 8:30 schedules for quite some time. Like it's after 7, 8 years old, then we'll see how you do. But, when they're more self-sufficient, then you can, expect that you can get more self-time in. But if you don't create a structure plan, even inside your home, you definitely could be adding some additional chaos that you don't need. And, coming from a place, like you said, when we were growing up, we was some cleaning asses. Like we cleaned everything, glass tables, wood, wax floors, swept, baseboards, walls, we did it all. And at the time that my mom was doing it, she might not have been doing it for the right reason. She had the right idea. But after I moved out on my own at 18, I immediately realized that I don't like to live in no nasty ass house either. And so everything that I had been trained and learned came around full circle. It came around full circle. You're not coming to my house and it looks like a mess. It's just not going to happen. My OCD has definitely gotten way too bad for that. But just bringing some of those things and just really re-examining our childhoods, because I know a lot of us have difficulty with our childhoods, and sometimes you do need to sit back and it can be a scary place, but sit back and reflect on some of the things that you did and learn in your childhood. Again, it might not have been produced, introduced in the correct manner, but you do have the skills. Now it's up to us to detoxify some of those things so that we can train our children to be more responsible and to adhere to hygiene and structure.
True. Like my mom, when it came to school, she would set my clothes out for the whole week. Pants, shirt, everything was ironed, all ready for the whole week. That was my Friday night, y'all. Getting the clothes ready for the whole week for next week.
Wow.
Yes. Saturday morning, get your hair washed, get your hair shampooed and pressed. That was it. Sunday church, like, yeah. It was scheduled. Things were regular. You knew that on these days. You knew Saturday was getting your hair pressed. You knew this was happening.
Yarad says,
and I just think all of that just fell off the grid with family.
It did, because family has slowly drifted apart and is no longer recognized as a unit. There are more broken families than there are families that are still together in the United States in general. And I think that people are tired. And this is the reason why this self-care and health edition is necessary. Understanding if you're tired and what to do about it. Learning what are some tips and some tricks that you can learn from multiple people. I tell people, this is a lifestyle radio. So I tell people, if you really want to thrive in any lifestyle, you must travel. Why?
Yes.
Because you're going to learn from different walks of life. You're going to learn how different cultures handle their business or process their things. You're going to learn, even in your travels, how to do things more efficiently, more effective, and just better. Not even better, different. There you go. And if you can pick up different tidbits from everybody around you, you can definitely strengthen things that you wasn't necessarily introduced to when growing up. Now, Yarad's in the comments box. He says the structure and authority have both been closely related to oppression in these postmodern times. They have been related to oppression. They definitely have. But think about what happens when you have a lack of structure. It's usually just a clusterfuck, to be honest. It's usually just a wild, all-out, people do what they want to do. There's no law. There's no order. If someone stabs John, it's okay because, there's no structure here. I think a lot of the structure that binds us in negative ways can bind us in positive ways too. And I think some people thrive off of structure because left to their own vices, they would probably fall off the edge of the planet. Like, I think structure provides,
oh man,
I'm just saying positive and negative things, but we can take positive and negative things from anything that we have to endure here on this earth. It's really about how can you use that tool to increase your livelihood, just being more effective and more enjoyable.
Right. Like, and I feel like just because somebody may be a single parent, like a single mom, why you can't sit down and have family dinners? It's like that has been so lost. Like, okay, Sunday family dinner. Well, at my house, it was every day with my family. It's like family dinner. We ate dinner at the table. That's how we knew what was going on with who, what, and when. Your teacher called. This is going on. That is going on. Oh, I want to do this class. A lot of talk should be at that table. That's family time right there at the dinner
Yeah.
table.
Yeah.
But everybody's accustomed to watching TV while they're eating dinner now and playing the game while they're eating dinner now. Or I'm looking at BET Plus and this, and that, doing everything except family time.
You to that point, Pandy. Hey, how you doing? To that point, if you think about back when we grew up, and yes, we're kind of dating ourselves. So if anybody's under the age of 20 years, great time. If you think back to when we was growing up, there was only one TV in the house. There was only like we were saying, there was structure. And the only chance that you might have got a chance to watch TV would have been maybe for an hour or so. Other than that, guess what we got a chance to do? We went outside and played. These new generation of kids don't know nothing about that. But when we're going to talk about structure, the only way you got to be able to go outside to play is your chores had to be done. The room had to be clean. You had to be prepared. If little Johnny wasn't going to school, and mama, big mama, and auntie ain't got no problem getting on the telephone telling everybody in the neighborhood that you bought classes. So only are we lacking structure in this generation, we're also lacking ability. And that urban with dealing with health, self-care. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, okay.
Your sound was going in and out.
Yeah. So we got some folks in the comments. I don't want to make sure
the comments is going off.
So, yeah, the comments are going off. So we got Vinny Mumbles out there. How you doing, man? Most of us Gen X. Yeah, most of us Gen X actually started to resist the normal structure of a household. Hey, Miss Tam. Hey, Alchemist. How you doing, boo? Vinny also says some of these modern men can't cook. Shit, half of these modern men can't earn money. If we want to talk about the this and the that's, let's not throw stones.
Let's not go there. We can't
go
there.
Crystal House.
I'm not gonna go to work and come home and cook too.
Right now, this is a modern time, and I think that taking the things that have benefited, who doesn't benefit from a clean house? Who doesn't benefit from knowing how to cook a meal? Who doesn't benefit from knowing how to sew their own clothes? Who doesn't benefit from knowing how to
know what sewing is? They don't know what that is. They don't know
those things are right. Those things are structural things. Those are things that you should not have to outsource. You can, but you should know how to do these things.
But also, it's not only just in the home. So
you breaking up, DJ.
He's about to have a tantrum over there. He's about to have a tantrum over there. It's just constantly like clicking. Let's see now.
Put your mic on.
He doing some fixing. He gonna do the fixing in the background. Yarad says the usage of hyperstimulation as means of population control is another issue. Yeah, it is. Definitely.
It is.
You just gonna go ahead, dive deep in like that and not elaborate. Tam said in the house by 6 p.m. for dinner. And what in the RoboCop, DJ? DJ's having some technical difficulties currently. But yeah, we're talking about self-care. This is something that should be talked about often. It is one of those things that allow you to be accountable for self. It is. You have to be accountable for self. And how better to be accountable for self than to start taking care of yourself? Scheduling doctor appointments. We haven't even touched that, Pandy.
Facts.
Yeah, like doctor's appointments. Do you know the name of your doctors? Do you have a primary physician? When is the last time you got your milestone checkups? These are things that are self-related. You want to make sure that you know how to spend time with yourself. Something else we haven't talked about. Do you know how to spend time with yourself?
Hold up. Okay, so Vinny, Vinny says, but a lot of missing factors of the family structure is the lack of a parent not being well rounded. Okay, so my thing for that, Vinny, is we are dealing with the third generation of the crack epidemic. We had that crackhead that had that crack baby. Now we're dealing with them kids. That's what we're dealing with. Even though they might not have indulged, it's in their system, it's in their body. This is part of the generational curse. So their mom didn't have home structure because grandma was out there cracking up. So mommy was in survival mode. She was that crack baby. And not you, but they are just a representation of that. So it's the third generation of the crack epidemic with these young kids out here. They don't have no home training. They don't know what most of this stuff is that we experienced. Like where I live here in DC, down the street, they want to be so gangster. They want to be gangs. You're claiming the McDonald's. If you live down there, you can't go to the McDonald's up here. They are worried about the wrong things. But if self-care was in the home, if the home was structured, it would be different. It would be so much different.
It would be. It would be. But like you said, it's definitely a trickle down from the fall of our communities. Definitely with the crack pen epidemic, that shit just definitely just killed off a lot of the people who formed the structures in our household. And we're really just at a point where I get it. Let me say it. Mistress Urban Kingster gets it, but it's not an excuse, and it's not a crutch. It's not. It was okay to be a crutch, and it was okay to be an excuse and say, well, I didn't grow up with these things, or I didn't learn these things. When you get to be a certain age, you don't get to use those things as an excuse or a crutch and saying that because I didn't grow up with these things or I did not learn these things growing up, here I am 35 fucking years later, I'm still talking about what my parents ain't did for me. Now people should be side-eyeing you because you've had at least 10 to 15 years of adult livelihood to fix your shit.
Right.
So, it starts with self. That's with self-care and mental health. Definitely. But it's not a crutch. I think that we all need accountability should be the word of the year. Let me tell y'all.
Yes.
Accountability in every aspect of your life is necessary. Yeah, you didn't grow up with a silver spoon in your mouth, but what the fuck does that have to do with you some odd 35 years later? If you find time for the things that you find pleasurable, but you also have to find time for the things that make you grow. And the things that make you grow don't always feel good. You got to remember that. The things that make you grow don't always feel good. But you have to force yourself into a space to reprogram some of the things that you need to unlearn when you were growing up so that you can be the person that you need to be in order to take care of yourself.
True that.
Oh no, sis. Oh no. I think that, I want to see. I want to see more men do more self-care like classes and training for men, because I think that men a lot of the times feel singled out, but they don't really do a whole lot of, I don't see a lot of trainings and education courses and things like that.
Self-care for men.
Yeah, exactly. Brothers teaching, brothers, hey, we didn't grow up with parents or we didn't grow up with a mom, but let me tell you what I learned, and this is why this is beneficial. Like, we don't have a lot. You always talk. It's always a woman trying to run her gigantic mouth, trying to talk to the masses and travel. And they always talking about how much we like to talk, but we are the epitome of self-care. We birth children, and you can't birth a child and not be healthy
at all. Right. So maybe we should work on one of them classes. We should get that together.
I know some awesome men that are on my page who I can talk to that could
I
surely put
remember
something
like
together.
back in the days, my uncles and them used to go fishing. You know, they was always like,
Mhm.
"Yeah, we going fishing." That's like their peace of mind.
Yeah,
You know, so yeah,
definitely.
it's a lot. Yeah, we got to look into the man aspect of it. We're gonna
Yeah.
do some research for y'all. We're gonna do some
Yeah, we're
research
gonna do
for
some
y'all.
research. Look, we're gonna do some research for y'all, and y'all gonna have a men's, what can we call it, like a men's social, a men's retreat,
Yeah, man,
so that they
social,
can
men's retreat. Get their little feet
have
rubbed
some
and
bro
all, you know.
time. Look,
Bro
we're gonna call
time.
it a look. We're gonna call it a bro vent.
Oh, I like that. I like
Yep.
that. But
I
you know, we
got,
can't
you
say
know, I'm
too
a
much
little
on here. Don't nobody steal our idea. Don't take our idea for the bro vent.
bit. How you doing,
You
DJ?
know,
Can
Testing
y'all
one,
hear me?
two.
Mic check
Very
1 2
good.
1 2.
Clear as
Y'all can
day.
hear
one,
me now.
Yep.
I
yes.
hate technology. I hate technology. All right.
No, you don't.
Yeah. So. Anyways, take care of your health. That's. I done missed everything.
No.
So question. Let's talk about health,
Uh,
men's health. Sis went there.
ooh,
So what is the problem with the prostate?
The
Why is it
prostate.
so
well,
hard to
well,
get our black men to get it checked?
same reason it's an issue with colonoscopy. Here's the issue. So, I think it's the stigma that goes with
Where you go?
men.
Hmm.
What is breaking up again?
All right, go
No, I
I
ahead.
can hear.
think. Okay. I think what it is the stigma of men for whatever reason being scared of the doctor. Um, Scared to check their health because they're scared they might find something or discover something. Um, but let's take it a step further, Pandy. Um, Men in general, for whatever reason, just scared of the doctor. It don't even have to be a physical doctor. It could also be going to see a therapist. Um, I don't know what it is. I don't. I wish I had the answer, and I wish I could speak for all men. Um, but for whatever reason, we as men have been kind of programmed to kind of hide a lot of our emotions and feelings, and that it goes with therapy, mental health, as well as our physical health. Um, and for whatever reason, men don't want to admit when something's going wrong with them, and they rather wait till the last minute. Why? I I I wish I knew. Um, I've always been the type of man that if something's going on with me, I'm going to see the doctor. And I do that also mainly because I have children. And I always tell my children that I'm gonna be able to outrun them at the age of 60. Knowing good well I can't, but I'm going to try, and that's the vitality and the health that I want to have.
Right.
Um, but yeah, that's. I wish I had that answer. Um, I wish I knew why men won't get their prostates checked. I just went to my doctor, and I don't have to. I gotta wait till I'm 46. I'm 39 right now. Whenever I need to be checked to make sure that I'm healthy and clean and have a clean bill of health that can live a long and healthy life, doc, whatever you got to do, you know, do what you need to do.
Mhm.
Um, I don't want my children as a father and as a black father of girls. I don't want my children to have the ultimate responsibility of dad dying too young of something he could have prevented.
Mhm.
And that's the message that
True.
I got to all black men that's even watching. Even if you got children or if you don't got children, if you got somebody you care about, man, life is too short. Um, Take care of your health. Um, yeah, take care of your health to the best of your ability. And if you don't know what to do, that's what the doctor's for. That's why they get paid the 80 some $1,000 a year. You don't. Go take your
Woo.
insurance. Your benefits is real. One of the reasons why you work on your job. You paying it out of your paycheck biweekly or monthly, and go get a checkup. Let them tell you what's wrong with you. Then that way you can start to do the process to build and make yourself better. Um, yeah.
Yeah, that was. I'm glad
Yeah.
that you hit on that, because I think that when people in general, when they avoid going to the clinicians, the doctors, and the hospitals, they're thinking about themselves. they say they're thinking, they don't want to know, or they don't want people to be concerned about them.
They're being
But
self.
yeah, they're being selfish. I feel like people who refuse to treat their mental illness are selfish. I feel like people who refuse to go to the doctor is selfish. I feel
Yes.
like, if you love someone, and like you said, DJ, if you love someone and you know that people out there love you and they want to see you do good, there's nothing worse than something abruptly happening to you that you could prevent, and then you leave everybody, and it's just, you leave your family shell shocked, and it's, your life is not about you. I'm sorry to say, it's not.
It's not.
You're born, and you have so many people who look forward to you getting up and breathing every day, that I think that you owe the people that you continuously connect with, to be well.
Yes.
You hit on something, and it brought something to my mind. So for those who are watching, I'll share this little tidbit. I used to be a former pastor, senior pastor for 11 years. Not no junior preacher, not no assistant preacher, not no part-time preacher. No, I was full-time senior pastor. And one of the saddest things to see is when a supposed patriarch of the family passes. And I'm using that term kind of loosely, or when the man passes. And within church, where we have the issue of, and it still creeps into the world, especially amongst us as Black folks, you can't pray everything out of somebody. It's impossible. And I don't know why, and it goes back to the family aspect of how some of us grew up. Pray about it, pray about it, pray about it. Prayer is good, don't get me wrong, but go see the doctor.
Yes.
Go see the
Yes.
doctor.
The
Just like you
doctor-
driving your car.
Yes. Yes.
It's like you
Because
drive
God
your
gave
car.
him that talent. God gave him the knowledge
Your insurance is good.
and that knowledge. Yes.
All right. Well,
Your insurance
I
is
tell
good on
y'all
your
what.
car. Mhm.
What?
Amen.
Look,
But
I'm
if
gonna
you
go
don't have
ahead,
it, you're gonna be
yes.
mad.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
that's true. Now, let's see. We 8:33. We all came on here talking about how tired we was. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead. I know, sis. I know. I'm gonna go ahead, go into my segment so I can hit my topics so that we can all adhere to our self-care.
Yes.
Amen.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Fire away.
Y'all, Mrs. Urban Kingston here. My segment is Yak, because what? Shit, you already know. I'm going to give you whatever it is I got. And my job is always to educate and just give you information that I think would be helpful for your continued journey. Today's topic is learning how to look at yourself in the mirror. So learning how to look at yourself in the mirror is one of those things that I started teaching maybe about 13 years ago. I used to Chicago for a couple different organizations, and I used to teach job readiness courses and classes. And I would always tell people, when you get dressed before you walk out of the door every morning, stop doing what you're doing and go look in the mirror. And you have to understand something about this exercise. Do you like what you see? Are you comfortable with what you see? Because if you're not, then you got some work to do. There's a lot of people that avoid literally looking into mirrors. They look down into the mirror, they check themselves out in the mirror, but they can't stare themselves in the eye. And that's because they know that they have work to do. Looking at yourself in the mirror isn't meant to be easy. It's meant to be challenging. Once you get comfortable with looking at yourself in the mirror, you know that you've come a certain amount of way in your journey, and you've done some work to be able to be comfortable in that space. Every day I get up, I look at myself in the mirror when I'm in the restroom, brushing my teeth, getting myself together. I'm looking at my complexion, I'm looking at my hair, I'm looking at what I got on, how my clothes fall on me. what I want to wear, how I know I'm gonna move my clothes. I step back, look at myself. All right, looking a little good, gaining a little weight. All right, we're good. But I'm aware. I'm very much aware of myself. And that's what I want you to practice doing. Being aware of yourself. Don't run from yourself. Self-esteem is definitely one of those things that a lot of people lack. Today on my post for Facebook, it was talking about the male ego and pride. Yet I had a lot of men challenging me as if that wasn't egotistical or prideful as well. So stepping back and just really understanding how to be aware of yourself, the way you move, the way you act, all of those things, because they're necessary. You should be able to stare yourself in the face at all times because you are your biggest competitor. We make things up in our minds about who wants us, who doesn't want us, who's competing for us, who's not, who's rooting for us, who's not. At the end of the day, it's all you. You're exuding the energy that makes people want to support you, and you can't let them down. You can't let yourself down. Looking in the mirror is not just physical, it's also mental. It's also mental. Taking care of yourself is not just physical, it's also mental. Going to get those mental checks. Listening to people when they're giving you criticism, especially constructive criticism about the observations that they've seen of you. Looking in the mirror is also spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you look at yourself, you have to look at yourself on multiple levels. You can look cute and have a shitty demeanor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand, you know, why I see people and women walking around outside looking the way that they look. And then I remember they don't have the self-esteem, they don't have the confidence, they don't have the motivation to look at themselves or to do anything different than what they're doing until someone either helps them or they have a wake-up call.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Talise. Hello, Natasha. What's going on, Vinny? Looking at yourself in the mirror is important.
Facts.
That's how you gain confidence. Yeah, I mean, that's how you gain confidence. I haven't been confident all my life, but I don't think I've ever dealt with like any confidence issues. Mostly because my mother did not sugarcoat a damn thing. We dealt with the situation at hand right then and there. She made us think. She challenged us to think and use our brains. That's one of the things she said the most. Use your head. I mean, how many of y'all heard that? Use your head. Use this up there. Use this up there, not down there. Use this up there and figure it out. We have to do better with holding ourselves accountable. It starts there. Discipline, accountability, and reflective silence. Can you be in a silent room by yourself and not lose your fucking mind?
Man, what? Go to sleep.
Those are some questions. Can you really sit in a quiet room and not lose all your marbles?
Discipline makes freedom. Huh?
It does. Yeah. Discipline does make freedom. Definitely. What's going on, Nikki? I mean, in this day and age, I just can't excuse anyone. And there are so many people around us that when we're looking in the mirror, we're seeing what other people see.
Right.
We're seeing what other people see. Do you like what you see? Because if you don't like what you see, then the people that are around you probably don't like it either. And not that it matters, but if they're not honest enough to tell you that something's going on with you, then you also might need to identify a different friend group as well. People who love and support you want to see you do well. And they're honest with you. all the time. They're honest with you. When people love you and they want to support you, they are honest with you. That's just what it is. So love yourself enough to also have people around you who care about your well-being.
Yep.
People who will check on you. Those kinds of things. So I always leave everybody with a challenge. I want to challenge everyone for the next 4 days. 5 might be extreme for some of you. For the next 4 days, before you walk out of your home, not when you're styling your hair and taking none of that, because you're not looking at yourself. You're looking at the shit that you're doing to your body.
Mm-hmm.
Before you walk out of your house, stop doing what you're doing and look at yourself in the mirror. And I want you to give yourself a mark of approval. I'm always going to instill the betterment of everybody. If you don't like what you see, you got work to do. You got work to do. Sis, I know there's people who ain't got mirrors in their house.
What? What? Vampires?
They don't have mirrors in their house. They don't have no mirrors in their house.
That's a reason. Yeah. Vampires don't like mirrors.
Hey, a lot of people who don't like truth or like light don't like mirrors because they're looking at their reflection staring back at them.
Right. They can see. Well, sometimes, go to my spirituality side, you can see the ugly in yourself.
Ooh, yes.
You can see the ugly in yourself. You know when you done went out there and started some unnecessary bullshit.
Yeah.
You can see the ugly in yourself. And that's why they don't want to look in the mirror. Because looking in the mirror makes them start with them first.
Yeah. Definitely. Look in the mirror and give yourself a big smile. Smile big. Do that shit. Smile big. Because you've gotten yourself to a place where you can feel good about yourself and you love the mirror. Shit, the mirror is you. I'm talking about you.
Yes.
Make sure you also clean y'all mirrors.
She hate light, but she's a day walker. Yes, you are, sis. Yes, you are.
Make sure y'all clean y'all mirrors, because a lot of times people are looking at themselves and the reflection in the mirror is dirty, and so what they're looking at is not the actual essence of them. So clean your mirror. That way you can see your true beauty. You can truly see your true nature. But if you got a dirty mirror, you're gonna not.
He done clicked out again. There you go.
There you go. And stop taking pictures in front of y'all dirty ass mirrors.
Right.
And bathrooms. And
look,
bathrooms.
You see the little toothpaste splatter on the junk?
Right.
And clean your bathroom.
Look, at least we know they're doing self-care in their mouth.
Yeah, at least we know. Well, at least they brush their teeth. Like, yeah. But yeah, we just coming to y'all as part of the community, as friends, as people who care, to say it's okay to put yourself first sometime.
Yeah, definitely.
It's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say Lil Jody might need a pair of shoes, but if the ones he got right now are good enough for another 2 weeks to the next paycheck, he gonna wear them damn shoes to the next paycheck, because I need some self-time. Nigga, why the hell you got goddamn fireworks and I don't?
I'm gonna give y'all one of my fun self-care tips. Parents, adults, business owners, I don't know. There are times when I am overwhelmed and I need some away time from everyone, and I go and get me a hotel room. I DoorDash me some food, or go pick up me some food. Have my smoke with me, get my fire stick, and I be in the room chilling, relaxing, and refreshing myself. And sometimes that is necessary. Again, I have to take accountability for my self-care, and so do you. And sometimes that might mean removing yourself from your home.
Yes.
Because when you're home, you're going to find something to do because you're comfortable. And,
Yes.
and for those domesticated women who actually know how to clean a house and know how to keep a house, if you're home, you know there's always something to do. There's always something you can
You gotta
find.
find something to do.
You're gonna
Yes.
find something to do. Put yourself in a space where you can retreat and you can refresh and you can start over again and go continue to tackle the world. Figure out what your retreat space is and make that something that you do when you need it. There's no way that you should burn yourself out. And I'm talking to a lot of people on my timeline now. Burnout is not an exception either. When you feel yourself burning out, you need to learn how to communicate. That is when the word no is absolutely necessary. No, I don't have the time right now, but can we do it a different time? No, this is not going to work for me anymore. Deuces and holla at you. Learn how to say no when you're coming to the point where you can't take anymore. Don't let yourself get to a point where you're so deep in exhaustion and depression that you just can't get out of bed. That's your fault.
Right.
That ain't nobody's fault but yours. Yeah, everybody has a lot of responsibility. Most adults that I know have responsibility, especially if they have children. People who have more than one or two children, I know y'all ass is busy from sun up to sundown.
Man, what?
Because shit, I am. But there is no need for you to get to exhaustion. Just like Pandora said, get the kids to clean up whatever needs to get cleaned up. Order some DoorDash, go get you some food, go get some fried, whatever the hell you got to do so you can sit your ass down. There is no need for you to be passing out every night because there's just not enough time. There's never going to be enough time. Never. But what you don't want to do is end up in a hospital, because a lot of people don't realize that stress actually takes a day off of your life. It takes time off of your life as you move through your journey. You're intentionally killing yourself by not positioning your time wisely and learning how to exercise on your behalf to say no. So I'm going to leave y'all with that because we're going to be wrapping up soon. But hey, learn how to look at yourself in the mirror, because shit, you are that mirror.
And don't forget to clean your mirror.
Don't forget to clean your dirty ass mirror.
Oh boy, that is crazy. So now we done talked about self-care. I think I got an idea. I think I want to give away a man's self-care kit.
Ooh.
I think we should put together a man's self-care kit and give it away.
Okay. I'm listening.
We're going to do a raffle, and we're going to put out the information on the page. So just stay tuned. It'll be up. Give us a day or two, and we'll put all the information in. Because I know here, like when you was talking about going to a hotel here in DC, if you're a resident, they got like certain days over at MGM or the hotels at the harbor where if you're a resident, you get a discount. Like in the middle of the week. So yeah, we could put something together.
Okay, sis, I got a question. Now you know you a licensed esthetician and shit. You know you do a little bit this, a little bit that. Look, let me ask you a question. You know we're supposed to get vajacials. Is that how you say it?
Vajacials, yeah.
So
like you get a facial, you get a vajacial.
So if we get a vajacial, what they get?
They get to say, oh.
I want to know.
Look,
hey, no, that's bullshit. That's not even fair. That's not even the same thing. So
okay, so a dick facial.
Hey, you can go ahead and coin that shit right now. You can figure it out.
Dick facial.
What can we call that,
Drew? As a matter of fact, one of my male clients are on here. Hey, Drew, what will we call that, Drew? What will we call that, Drew? Would that be a dick facial?
Oh, we can call it a honey pot, because Like, you know how the pot be shaped, but it'd be the stick sit outside
And the
of it.
stick stand up of. Oh, true.
I don't
If y'all
know.
do call that, let me put this out there for the disclaimer. Don't be going to steal this word, honeypot. This word has been created by Pandy and Urban. They're calling it the
Well,
honeypot.
no,
We're trademarking it. Can't
no, we
steal it.
can't trademark it because I think somebody has a club called Honeypot. Ain't that's her? Yes, that's somebody's
But
group.
oh my God. Yarad says scrotal rejuvenation. Miss Alchemist over there says a dick acial.
Dicacial. Ooh, okay. Dicacial. I like that one.
I don't
And
know.
I can advertise it as a scrotal rejuvenation. Thank you, Rod. Thank you, Rod.
Man, damn. I don't know. I can't.
But now, I gotta put the disclaimer out. Now, at Eyes Wide Shut, y'all, when we talk about the aftercare, ain't none of this happening. All of this comes with a fee. Ain't none of this happening at Eyes Wide Shut. All of this come with a fee.
Now, I ain't doing no happy endings, and I don't do happy endings. So,
no, how it's gonna be.
If you become erect, I'm gonna slap your dick. Just know. Slap the fuck out. Pow, slap the fuck out of it. I like that shit. So I'm sorry. We talking about self-care. Oh man, I get so carried away.
How we go from
that is self-care. That is self-care.
Yeah, I mean, some men like they penis.
But no, come on. As a woman, the dick is part of self-care. Sometimes us women, we get the fuck emotional, get the fuck out of place, but as soon as you get some dick,
that's called a realignment, sis.
A realignment.
Yes, from self-care to dick slaps, Yarad. You are right. I don't know how that happened, but
I can't with y'all.
They used to call it act right.
Yeah, get some act right now.
Get some act right.
Getting some dick right now. Get some good dick. Look, it can't be any dick. Hey, me and my sis, the Alchemist, we was talking about this earlier today. It can't just be dick. It gotta be some good dick.
Oh Lord, y'all.
It gotta be the dick. The dick. Like that dick that make you stutter, like
shit. Oh God. Oh shit.
Yeah, the one that make you think about it and you just be like, oh shit.
Oh my God, what happened? Where are we? Alexia says slaps can be done with care. That is very true. That is very, very true. You don't have to go in and swing like you fucking hit the baseball bat or trying to slap the fuck out of somebody you don't like. That's not how you do a dick slap. Trust me, there is a method. And it don't have to hurt.
So you're going to give a demonstration? Not now.
You get the eyebrow for that one.
See this bottle? You see?
Hold on. You say same for the pussy. Can't just be any pussy. Right. It can't just be any pussy.
Thank you, Vinny.
Vinny speaking up for the man. Yes, that's right, Vinny. Can't be any pussy.
No,
it gotta be that wet. It gotta be that wet, that flow.
It's got to be that lock and hold. It's got to be that lock and hold on your ass.
That talk back to me.
That sucking on your bed. Keep it up.
Where the pussy swallows.
Have you ever been?
Have you ever been swallowed? Have you ever been swallowed?
Why do we end up at this place every time we hear?
It's you.
I don't care. It's part of self-care. It is part of self-care.
Man, my eyes burning.
Think everybody agrees that sex is part of self-care.
I agree. I mean, I believe having an orgasm is part of self-care. I mean, because everybody don't like dick, everybody don't like pussy. Some people are eunuchs. So I'm just saying, if you like to stroke your nut out, if you like to stroke that shit ever so gently. Yeah, if you like to stroke that shit ever so gently, ever so wetly, ever so juicily, in your bed with a candlelight next to your motherfucking ass, dripping candle wax on your stomach while you stroking that head real good. Like, I mean, it be happening shit. That's self-care too. You loving on yourself. You gotta love yourself, y'all. I love y'all. Love yourself.
True. I wax myself. So yeah.
Oh, I can't. Yeah. that should be stuck to me for a week. I promise you.
Yes. I give myself Brazilian waxes, y'all. Yes, I do. She's like,
Yes. Yes, Vinny. Laughter is also
You're
part
right.
of self-care.
You're right.
You're right.
I'm
I'm sorry, no, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Laughter is a part of self-care. We always like to laugh and have a good time. And shame on you if you are stick in the fucking mud. Like, come on now. Life is way too serious for us to not know how to laugh and have a great time. And if you got people around who you are stick in the mud, slap them in the fucking back and kick them out your house.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. It was a person on our chat. I think I'm gonna invite Drew Wilson on the show.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna invite him in.
I've heard good things about this this person. This is not the first time I've heard you mention him. So yeah, I can't wait to have him on the show.
Yeah, Drew's cool. He plays for Go-Go Band, which is one of the ones I was going to take you to go see when you come back up here. So yeah,
definitely. So yeah, I can't wait to go. After Eyes Wide Shut, we definitely have to plan a trip up that way because I haven't been shit. I've been back there since last time I was there. What was that? Last April or something?
Last year.
That was May, last May.
I think
that was
so.
A good time though. Oh, that sure was.
Yes,
good time,
it was.
That was a good time. I ain't think about that. And we didn't go to Jasper's that time. We ended up not going to Jasper's.
We didn't get our egg rolls. No, we didn't.
We got to get our crab stuffed egg rolls because God is good and He wants us to have those things.
Which drugs though? Which drugs?
Come on, Yara. I think the usage of drugs and self-care is highly underrated. You know what? It might not be as underrated, yes, but not like slept on. Because I mean, most people that I know self-medicate in lieu of self-care of not fucking somebody up. I mean, a lot of people smoke so that they don't have to like slap a person up, and I think that's definitely self-care. I think that's a congratulations for not fucking people up all day. Ooh, I see you out.
Yes, sis. Yes, sis. She on it. She on it.
All right, y'all. We got 3 more. Look, y'all. We got 3 more minutes. We got 2 more minutes. We got 2 more minutes. What we want to tell the people in 2 minutes?
We love
y'all.
Yeah. Stay true to yourself. Stay true to your own self. Yeah. Stay true to yourself. Take care of your health. Take care of your self-care. Take care of your mind, body, your soul. And yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to go on my rant. Just take care of yourself.
Hey,
and one more thing. And taking care of yourself, sometimes people have to learn how to mind their business. That is part of self-care. And focus and reflect on their own.
Motherfucking business, bitch.
I'm sorry. Oh shit. Or I mean, if you don't, then someone might alert the proper authorities. We're gonna.
That's an inside joke. Only those who know. Because the proper.
And if you don't know, you'll never know.
No, but y'all definitely, y'all, you know.
I'm going to Lowe's.
Definitely not Home Depot.
I can't go to Home Depot no more. I'm going to Lowe's.
We need to get off of here.
We still got 30 seconds. We still got 30 seconds.
30 seconds. What you got? What you got, Chicago? What you got?
Vinny said one step of self-care is to mind your fucking business. It pays.
That was it. That was mind your fucking self-care means that also you should mind your business and stay in your lane.
Vinny Mumble says, mind the business that pays you. And if some of y'all not getting paid, mind your own business and stay in your own lane.
Yeah, because it's bad to be an employee when you don't get paid.
Also, the last 27 seconds. Eyes wide. Look. Eyes in the last 27 seconds. Eyes wide shut. April 5th through the 8th. Don't miss it.
Ohio. Hunger Games.
Oh,
Have a
hi.
good evening, y'all.
Snickerdoodle, call me.
Yeah.
Oh no, that ain't Snickerdoodle. That's CJ. Hi LJ, thanks for joining. It's recorded, so you can go back and look. We cutting up, believe me. Yeah,
1 hour.
Yeah.
1 hour. All right, we love y'all. See y'all next week. Hey, Vinny, next week is the question: what makes her a soul snatcher? Look at you.
Oh, I can't wait for that one.
I'm gonna have a drink.
What makes
I gotta be
a
on this.
soul
Yeah.
snatcher?
Yeah, I can't
I
wait for
love
that
y'all.
one.
We out.
Peace, y'all.